May kilala ka bang tao na hindi mukhang mayaman? Simple lang manamit. Hindi maingay sa social media. Walang bagong phone every year. Pero kapag may emergency, ready. Kapag may opportunity, may cash. Kapag petsa de peligro, chill lang. Ikaw naman, sweldo kahapon, today parang memory na lang. Parang dumaan lang yung pera sa payroll account mo para magpaalam. Hi, I'm your salary, goodbye. Today, pag-uusapan natin ang finance maxing. Hindi ito gym maxing, hindi ito skincare maxing. Ito yung pag-level up ng pera mo kahit sakto lang ang sweldo. Finance maxing means maximizing how your money works. Hindi lang tipid, hindi lang ipon, hindi lang wag ka gumastos. Kasi kung puro tipid lang, baka pati happiness mo naka-installment na. Finance maxing is about small money habits that quietly make you richer over time. No need mag-flex, no need mag-post ng passbook, no need mag-caption ng silent moves. Kasi minsan, yung totoong tahimik na yumayaman, tahimik talaga. Hindi tahimik pero may 47 Instagram stories about being tahimik. Habit number 1, Sweldo Day System. Alam natin ang Pinoy Sweldo Day. Pagpasok ng sweldo, biglang ang bait ng mundo. Biglang deserve mo ng milk tea. Biglang okay mag-grab. Biglang yung Shopee cart mo, tinatawag ka. Psst! Boss! Nandito pa kami! Then after 3 days, reality check, bills, rent, kuryente, tubig, internet, ambag sa bahay, utang. Food delivery na akala mo minsan lang, pero nasa transaction history mo parang daily devotion. Kaya kailangan mo ng sweldo day system. The moment pumasok ang sweldo, hatiin agad. Needs, savings, emergency fund, investments, then luho budget. Yes, may luho pa rin. Hindi tayo sad monk na nakatira sa kuweba. Ang goal is not zero gastos. Ang goal is controlled gastos. Kung ang luho budget mo ay 2,000, sige, enjoy. Magkape ka, magsamgyup ka. Bilhin mo yung shirt na minimalist, pero 1,500 pesos. At least, alam mo hanggang saan lang. Kapag walang system ang sweldo mo, ibang apps ang gagawa ng system para sa'yo. And usually, pangalan nila ay food delivery, online shopping, and limited time sale. Habit number 2, GCash awareness. GCash is useful, pero dahil sobrang dali niyang gamitin, minsan hindi mo naramdam na gumagastos ka. Cash dati, may pain. Pag nagbayad ka ng 1,000 pesos, ramdam mo parang may part ng kaluluwa mo na sumama sa cashier. Pero sa GCash, scan, send, done. No emotional damage. Hanggang makita mo, balance mo. Available balance, 143 pesos. And emotional trauma. Kaya check your transaction history once a week. Hindi para saktan ang sarili mo. Para malaman mo saan tumatakas ang pera mo. Minsan, akala mo wala kang malaking gastos. Pero pag tinignan mo, ayan, 89 pesos dito. 149 pesos doon. 250 pesos food delivery. 120 pesos convenience store. 350 pesos small reward. Tapos biglang 5,000 na pala in 1 week. Parang chismis lang. Maliit pag isa, lumalaki pag pinagsama-sama. Finance maxing move? Put friction. Remove saved cards. Turn off unnecessary app notifications. Huwag mag-checkout agad. Wait 24 hours. Kung gusto mo pa rin after 24 hours, maybe okay. Kung nakalimutan mo na, hindi mo talaga kailangan. Habit number 3. Budol Defense System. Every Filipino needs this. Kasi ang kalaban natin, hindi lang inflation. Ang kalaban natin ay deserve ko to. Pagod ka sa work? Deserve ko to. Na-stress sa boss? Deserve ko to. Umulan? Deserve ko to. Maaraw? Deserve ko to. Huminga ka? Deserve ko to. Walang masama sa reward. Pero kapag lahat ng emotion mo may corresponding gastos, delikado yan. Sad ka? Gastos. Happy ka? Gastos. Bored ka? Gastos. Stressed ka? Gastos. At some point, hindi na reward yan. Subscription na yan sa financial chaos. Before buying anything, ask 3 questions. Kailangan ko ba ito? Kaya ko ba ito without touching savings? Gusto ko pa rin ba ito next week? Example, may sale na aesthetic lamp. Original price daw 2,999. Sale price 999. Mukhang sulit pero wala ka namang desk. Wala ka ring space. At okay pa naman ilaw mo. Hindi yan discount. Discounted kalat yan. Finance maxing does not mean never buying nice things. It means buying nice things on your own terms. Hindi dahil na pressure ka, hindi dahil naka-sale, hindi dahil may nag-flex sa TikTok. Habit number 4, emergency fund maxing. Let's be real. Sa Pilipinas, isang emergency lang, pwedeng magiba ang budget mo. Hospital bill, nasirang motor, nawalan ng work, family emergency, laptop na biglang namatay kahit deadline mo na. Emergency fund is boring. Walang dopamine. Walang flex. Hindi siya kasing exciting ng crypto coin na may dog logo. Pero emergency fund gives you peace. And peace is expensive. Kapag may emergency fund ka, hindi ka agad uutang. Hindi ka agad magpapanik. Hindi ka agad kakapit sa loan app na may interest rate na parang kontrabida sa teleserye. Start small. Kahit 500 pesos per payday. Kahit 1,000 pesos per month. Goal muna is 1 month of basic expenses. Then 3 months. Then 6 months. Hindi kailangan overnight. Finance maxing is slow, pero solid. Think of emergency fund like payong. Pag maaraw, parang useless. Pero pag umulan, ikaw lang ang hindi mukhang basang sisiw sa terminal. Habit number 5. Separate your money. Maraming Pinoy ang sanay na lahat ng pera nasa isang account. Payroll, bills, savings, luho, emergency fund, lahat nandoon. Problem? Hindi mo alam alin doon ang pwede gastusin at alin ang bawal galawin. Kapag nakita mong may 20,000 sa account, feeling mo rich ka, pero actually, 8K doon rent, 3K kuryente at internet, 5K emergency fund, 2K pambayad utang. So ang totoong extra mo, 2,000 lang. Pero dahil nakita mo 20,000, bumili ka ng shoes. Congratulations! You just spent your Meralco bill. Finance maxing move? Separate your money. One account for bills. One wallet for daily spending. One account for emergency fund. One account for savings or investments. Ang goal is not to be fancy. Ang goal is to make your money organized. Kasi kapag organized ang pera mo, less stress. Hindi mo na kailangang magdasal before checking your balance. Habit number 6. Boring investing mindset. May investments na sobrang boring pakinggan. MP2, index funds, time deposits, bonds. Parang topic sa family reunion na sinasabi ng tito mong naka-polo shirt tucked in. Pero minsan, yung boring ang matibay. Hindi lahat ng investment kailangan exciting. Actually, kapag sobrang exciting, minsan red flag. Kapag may nagsabi sa'yo, bro, guaranteed 10% monthly. Takbo, hindi lakad. Kapag may nag-message na matagal mo nang hindi nakausap, tapos biglang, open-minded ka ba? Close-minded ka muna. Close the chat. Finance maxing means learning the basics. Risk, return, liquidity, time horizon. Kung kailangan mo yung pera next month, huwag mo ilagay sa risky investment. Kung emergency fund yan, dapat accessible. Hindi yung emergency na nga, kailangan mo pa maghintay ng 3 business days bago mo makuha. Do not invest just because someone online said, ito ang sikreto ng mayayaman. Minsan, ang sikreto ng mayayaman ay simple lang. They do not put all their money in one risky thing. Habit number 7, income maxing. Ito ang part na nakakalimutan ng marami. Hindi enough ang tipid kung sobrang liit ng income. Yes, budgeting is important. Pero kung ang sweldo mo ay 18K, rent pa lang at pagkain, ubos na halos. Hindi mo pwedeng i-budget ang sarili mo into wealth kung walang natitira. At some point, kailangan din ng income growth. Upskill, apply for better roles, negotiate, freelance, sell a service, start a small side hustle. Pero realistic tayo. Hindi lahat kailangan maging TikTok affiliate millionaire. Hindi lahat may energy mag-online selling after work. Lalo na kung commuter ka at pag-uwi mo parang na defrost ka lang. Start with what fits your life. Kung magaling ka sa Canva, offer simple designs. Kung magaling ka sa numbers, try bookkeeping. Kung magaling ka magsulat, try content writing. Kung masarap ka magluto, try packed meals. Income maxing is not about copying everyone. It is about asking, what skill do I have? What problem can I solve? Who can pay for it? Now here's the real mindset. Stealth wealth. Maraming tao gustong magmukhang mayaman before actually becoming stable. New phone, new shoes, new bag, new restaurant, new post. Pero yung savings, old issue pa rin. Stealth wealth is different. You are not trying to look rich. You are trying to become free. Free from panic kapag may bill. Free from utang na hindi matapos-tapos. Free from payday to payday survival. Finance maxing is not about being kuripot. It is about being intentional. You can still enjoy life. You can still eat out. You can still travel. But you are no longer controlled by impulse, pressure, and payday emotions. So here is the checklist. Divide your money on Sweldo Day. Track your GCash weekly. Delay Budol purchases. Build an emergency fund. Separate your accounts. Learn boring investments. Increase your income through skills. And most importantly, stop trying to impress people who will not pay your bills. Because the real flex is peace of mind. Yung may emergency, hindi ka agad nagpapanik. May sale, hindi ka automatic nabubudol. May bagong phone friend mo, happy ka for them, pero okay ka pa rin sa phone mo. May sweldo, hindi siya nawawala in 3 days. That is finance maxing. Hindi glamorous, hindi maingay, pero effective. So next time, may magsabi sa'yo, ang simple mo naman. Smile ka lang. Kasi hindi nila alam, you are not broke. You are just optimizing. Low-key, tahimik, finance maxing. And kung nagustuhan mo itong video, don't forget to comment, like, share, and subscribe to Low-Key Wealth PH. Because remember, low-key is the new wealthy.